George Foreman, the powerhouse who redefined second acts in sports, left us on Friday, March 21st, at the age of 76. His family broke the news with a heartfelt Instagram post, calling him a humanitarian, an Olympian, and a two-time heavyweight champ, a man of unshakable discipline and a protector of his legacy. Big George didn't just fight in the ring, he fought to keep his name shining bright for his loved ones. This was a man who could hit like a freight train. Back in 1974, he squared off against Muhammad Ali in the iconic Rumble in the Jungle. Young, intimidating, and reigning as champ, Foreman lost that first title in a stunning upset when Ali, the crafty underdog, wore him down and knocked him out in the 8th round. "I was one strong punching machine," Foreman later said, "but that night, nothing worked." Born January 10, 1949 in Marshall, Texas, Foreman's story started far from the spotlight. Raised in Houston by a single mom alongside 6 siblings, he grew up poor in the segregated South. School wasn't his thing. He dropped out of junior high and turned to the streets, using his fists and size for petty robberies. But then came the Job Corps, part of Lyndon Johnson's Great Society. Foreman called it his rescue from the gutter. At 16, he left Texas, found boxing, and turned raw rage into raw power. By 19, in just his 25th amateur fight, Foreman snatched heavyweight gold at the 1968 Mexico City Olympics. Going pro, he steamrolled through 37 straight wins, leading to a showdown with champ Joe Frazier in 1973. Boom! Technical knockout in round 2, and the belt was his. He defended that title twice before the Ali fight in Zaire rocked his world. That loss hit hard. After a year off, he returned, only to retire in 1977 after another defeat. Trading gloves for a Bible, Foreman became an ordained minister, stepping away from boxing, or so he thought. Fast forward a decade. At 315 pounds, Foreman staged a jaw-dropping comeback at 38. Not for glory, but to fund a youth center in Texas. Picture this: a bigger, jollier George, shedding pounds and stacking wins, 24 in a row. In 1991, he went 12 rounds with Evander Holyfield and lost. But 3 years later? Magic. At 45, he knocked out Michael Moorer, an undefeated southpaw, to reclaim the heavyweight crown. Oldest champ ever. Foreman hung up the gloves for good in 1997, but his story didn't end there. Enter the George Foreman Grill. In the 90s, he became the king of infomercials, selling a fat-wicking electric wonder that took over kitchens everywhere. Salton Inc. shelled out $137.5 million in 1999 to slap his name on it, and other goodies. "I fall in love with every product I sell," he wrote in his book. By George? That's what sells, just like preaching. Family was everything to him. Married 5 times, 4 in the 70s and 80s, he found lasting love with Mary Joan Martelli in 1985. 5 sons, all named George. 5 daughters and 2 adopted daughters filled his life with chaos and joy. From the streets to the ring, from the pulpit to the pitchman, George Foreman lived a life of grit, guts, and grills. A baby boomer icon of reinvention, he punched his way to the top twice and left a legacy that's still sizzling.